This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show is back, even in the summer. Don't take a break. Sebastian Maniscalco hanging on the other end as always. How you feeling, bro? Let's talk it out. Your fourth, your life. What's up?
Lot to unpack this cast. You, Lot, and myself were on a text message, and I had said that I had a surprise announcement for the cast.
Yeah.
Lot said he knew what it was. You were kind of unsure, and then you had texted me a couple days ago saying, "I think I know what it is."
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold something up to the camera, and then it should reveal what this surprise is.
Oh,
you ready?
Exciting as hell. All right.
Now, for you cast listeners that have been with us a long time, you should get this right away. But if not, I'll explain. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Chipotle, Mexican. Oh my God. I thought you were hosting Saturday Night Live, but this is bigger.
Much bigger. Bro, I'm going to read to you.
Which you will be doing, by the way.
I'm going to read to you the letter I got from Chipotle. All right?
Oh, God, when you get to this is unbelievable.
Heard you can't pronounce Chipotle. You're not alone. And we're not mad about it. But we're definitely going to give you a hard time. Take a peek at the back of your custom Chipotle bomber jacket for a surprise. Your friends at Chipotle. P.S. Welcome to the celebrity card family. Your card scores you one free main menu item every day for a year. Only you could use it. So please don't send a trusted assistant or a fan look-alike, as this card is non-transferable. It's good for another year. So see you again and again and again. Bro, this is lifetime Chipotle.
Unbelievable. And let me tell you the classiest part about this, man. I call it the Scott Baio rule, all right? Yeah. If this existed during Happy Days, Scott Baio would have got this, right? But it's lifetime, so Scott Baio don't lose it after Charles in Charge. You know what I mean? They don't hold you accountable to maintain stardom for the rest of your life. And you still get you could wash up in 3 years, guy. You could be homeless, living in Venice Beach and nothing but flip-flops and cutoffs, and still get a Chipotle every day. Unbelievable. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. As we all know who've listened to the cast for many years, Mr. J.J. Watt was the first that we knew of to even have gotten such a thing. And it's just been unapproachable.
It's just, this is probably in my, bro, I might wear the jacket in there for the first one. Just to go in and wear the jacket.
Wow.
And don the card. I want to get the reaction of the cashier when I take out the card. And I'm going to show you the card, bro. Right. First I'm going to show you, I'll show the listeners. Can you see that?
Wow. Is that like, if you ran your fingers over it, has it got like a braille aspect to it?
No. It's smooth. Sebastian Maniscalco's custom-made, handcrafted, responsibly raised, sustainable grown burrito card. There you have it, cast members.
Unbelievable.
Right there. I'll be going to Chipotle. And then I read the back of this thing, bro. The card said one main entree. The card I just read you. Yeah. This card on the back says once per day for a whole year. Bro, one main entree item, chips, and a beverage.
Listen,
full meal.
I don't want to taint the moment, and it's like up there with winning an Oscar, bro. And quite frankly, I don't say this enough. I'm proud of you for the card. Having said that, got a bone to pick with Chipotle. Shouldn't it just say on the back, all you can eat whenever you want? I mean, you got this beautiful card, then you turn it over and it reads like a coupon? What the? Come on. That's like, and you're going to go in there with Lana to try it out, and you're going to go, hey, it works. Oh, and they're going to go, $10.50 for Lana's burrito? Oh, God. The whole thing is tainted. And let's be honest. If at best you're going to wear the coat, go in there once, take a photo op, see if the card works, and then you're still going to pay your assistant to go get your burrito. You don't go, what are you going to say to De Niro during the next sequel? Hold on, Bobby, I'm going to go get a Chipotle. and he's going to go, have your assistant. No, I got a card. I get it myself. So it's all symbolic. So just put all you can eat whenever you want. If you ever make one for me, Chipotle, which is obviously not going to happen, that's what I want mine to say on the back. Or at least extra guac.
Here's the whole thing. Here's the whole thing about it. Extra guac. I ain't going to go there every day, right? I'm not going to go every day. So if I come in with my wife, just go, okay, I didn't come in yesterday.
Right. You go in there twice all year. That's like 363 burritos you're leaving on the table, right? Can't Lana grab one of those? Oh, my God. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what the back of that card is creating. You know, we're haggling. It's lifetime. Put it out there. You go into Milano's in New York City, they throw the lobster tail on the table. They don't look at Lana and go, no. You look at the menu. Oh wow! It's flattering though. It's very cool at Chipotle, but let's yeah.
There's another perk off the card, right?
Right.
In addition to satisfying your personal cravings, this card can also be used once during the year at Chipotle to feed your entourage, charity, or to announce your presidential campaign for up to 50 people. I can have a party for 50 people on Chipotle.
At Chipotle or on Chipotle? And we get that brought back to the nice backyard with some candles going and shit, or we got to eat that at the fucking counter?
That's a good
I love
question.
Chipotle, but, you know, it's more of a casual lunch.
No,
Fantastic
I hear you.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's really phenomenal, but just punching holes in it humorously.
Yeah, so
wow.
That's that to start this cast off.
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, so that's cool. Good news. I want to also get into the family had, Caruso last Saturday. I started coughing. It was a croup cough. You ever get that? Your kids ever get the croup cough, the bark?
No, I know of it. I heard of it. I don't think so, though.
Yeah. So apparently that's how it's presenting in small kids now, COVID, is like you get like a cough that sounds like a dog. And then he tested positive for COVID. Shortly after, Serafina got it. And about 4 days ago, Lana got it. Now, the way we were behaving around the kids with no masks, no nothing. Just picking them up. They were kissing daddy. I'm like, I get it. What am I going to do?
I hear you.
I got to raise my kids, So
don't let China win. I hear you. You hug and kiss.
Hug and kiss, the whole thing. So Lana picked it up, and Lana and I have been sleeping separately just because, bro, I don't know. I feel like I feel like Jordan, and I'm on a streak that every day I wake up, I test to see if I got, just to see, and I ain't getting it. Now, what's, you think I'm like immune to this? Like, I had it, I had the vaccine. Do you think I'm like fortified for life? You think I'm like,
Yeah.
I might as well get a COVID card. I got a Chipotle card. I might get a COVID card.
Bro, all those things you're feeling empowered, right? You're walking around a little bit like, am I like partial Greek god? I mean, this shit is floating all around me, but it just can't penetrate. My immune system is just drop kicking this shit left and right. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Listen, I never had it. Knock wood, not necessary, but just will anyway. I mean, machine. So, yeah, welcome to the club. And I can't help thinking it has a little bit to do with that beautiful boot coming out of Europe, if you know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's what well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, and to be honest with you, I feel like I let myself down by even getting it in the first place, because I just thought the Italian. If you looked at every culture, Greek, Italian, Spanish, Mexican, the whole thing, and you see who got it, I would have, well, a lot. I can't even say this because I forgot when this thing first started. Half of Italy was dying, right?
Oh, I know. But they were already 20 years living longer than they should have been. All these people drinking that olive oil. They're 90 years old going dying. Way, you know. I got relatives the same age as you, and I've been gone a long time now. So, but no, listen. There's also the aspect of what was I going to say about the Italian thing? You're right. We did go a little quicker there, but as far as getting it once, it's a little bit like you got to know your enemy before you can fight it, right? So your body said, let me get this just to see what it's all about. We're kidding, folks. We know. I mean, gosh, of course we know. Geez, if you listen to the history of this cast, we know. But I can't see you getting it again. I mean, I think you're good to go to walk in flip-flops through downtown Wuhan, bro. I think that's where you're at.
I gotta tell you, my behavior hasn't really changed except for just sleeping in a separate bedroom than Lana. But man, I was around the kids for 6 days. They're coughing and whatnot, and I didn't pick this thing up. So knock on wood, and of course I'm probably gonna get it tomorrow. Now that I'm putting it out there like this, but.
No, bro. I think you're at the point now. If Lana still had it, you could. I don't know the term. You have your own ones, but you could make love to Lana and maybe get rid of it for her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God!
You're a walking vaccine, guy. You're a walking vaccine. Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Jesus Christ! So.
Wow.
Yeah, we're.
So everyone's feeling good now?
Yeah, they're back at school. Lana, still quote unquote has it, but is fine. But yeah, there's a new wave going around. I guess everybody's gonna get this thing again. So, and it's like, bro, and I've talked about this before. Does this thing have a season? I mean, come on, man. It's just, when does this thing kind of?
It does seem to. It's showing that it tends to sprout during election season. I'm starting to notice a trend here. Oh, they're gonna be like in November. This thing is gonna be bopping all over. Watch out!
Oh yeah, big time.
I don't know, man. I don't want to turn it into CNN, bro. I have to say before I forget, you might notice.
I know. I was gonna get into that.
We got time to get into that. I mean, I usually don't wear, sports paraphernalia. What about that video you sent me? We're gonna get into that. What about Fourth of July not going and how did that?
No. Let's start with the Yankees and why you're wearing the shirt. You mentioned it. Let's get into it. You sent a photo of you and your family at the game. And take me through this. I didn't know if you had bought tickets and then the guys saw you and moved you up, or how did you finagle second row behind the dugout?
Your career has skyrocketed stand-up wise that I don't think you notice the power of the cast as well, because it's all kind of, you're already rocking in with the stand-up, but this thing, this is a guy, I don't even know if I should do last names because I don't want to, it's okay, probably?
Nah, first name it.
All right, his name is Anthony, but I mean, he works for the New York Yankees in the financial department. He's a big dog. I call him T in emails. This guy has been listening to us pretty much from the beginning. He's an awesome guy. He's the one who sent me a signed ball from Jeter, right? So a couple times he was going to try and make a show when I was in Florida, but it never worked out. But he's always been like, Petey, if you ever want to go to a game at the stadium, love to have you as a guest. Just the classiest, nicest guy. So we were doing email, and I said, well, I'm actually really close to Cleveland. It's only like 2 hours and 15 minutes straight shot, right? I see the Yanks are coming in July. Is there any chance? He's like, no problem. I'll take care of you. And he even said, he goes, I can really roll out the red carpet at Yankee Stadium, but they're going to treat you good at Cleveland, blah, blah, blah. And he's such a great guy. So he gives us tickets. And, bro, the best I can equate this is two of you were going to set somebody up. That's the level we were set up. Let me walk you through this, all right?
Wait. You're in Cleveland or you're in New York?
In Cleveland, the Yankees are in town.
Gotcha.
Okay. So Saturday, 6:10 p.m. game, 2 hour shot. We get right there. Now, I don't know where the tickets are going to be as far as where I'm sitting or anything. I'm just grateful for the tickets. Although listening to the cast where you said, what if the Billy Joel tickets are up top? He joked and go, don't worry, they're not going to be in the back. You know, like, so I go pick up the tickets at Will Call. All right, ready for this? Second row behind the Yankee dugout. I could smell Aaron Judge's cologne. Right? I couldn't believe it. I mean, you ever get tickets? Because it just said row H. I don't know what that means. And the usher just keeps going down. And I'm like, am I going to be on the mound? Right? So second row. Then another set of tickets to go up to the owner's skybox anytime you want to watch the game up there for a little while. Have a snack, have some food, free beer, right? Right? Double tickets. Then, about third inning, he has also left me a text going, look out for my friend Ben. But about third inning, Jackie was up going, getting some ice cream or whatever. This guy, Ben, nice guy, works for Cleveland, comes over, real nice guy. Hey, you must be Pete. Yeah, this is Sadie, my daughter. Tony just wanted me to make sure, get you this. Gives us a bag. Inside the bag, Yankee jerseys, Cleveland jerseys, gum, candy, signed baseball by Gleyber Torres of the New York Yankees, all for Sadie. Hats, everything. Whoa. I'm like, I can't even believe the hospitality. It was unbelievable. So Tony, I know I thank you profusely, but just what a day. We had a blast.
Did you go up to the box?
Went up to the box just for a little while, just to get you're up at the box and you're looking down at two empty seats behind the dugout, and you're like, those are us. What are we doing here? Yeah? By the way, my only question, when the batter is on deck, he's off to the side and he's swinging sometimes with that big donut on the end of the bat, right? It's a casual moment for the batter, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Judge's got to be 20 feet away from me, right? Best player in baseball right now, my current hero. I'm yelling top of my lungs, you're the best, Judge! You're the man! We love you, baby! Right? Bro, not even a look up, not even a nod, nothing? What's your take on that?
You know what? I think a simple, even with the bat, just even you don't even have to look at you. Just give a bat something, man. I mean,
that's beautiful. I love that. Just a bat night, and I was doing it like no one else. You could even say he's going, all right, Dad, and just a little nod to let them know. Jackie goes, maybe he's concentrating. I go, concentrating? He's in the warm up. He's probably thinking about what he's having for dinner tonight. Come on, it's baseball. Got 182 of these games. Come on. So, but it was a great time, man. And Sadie was totally into it the whole time. It was a girl in front of us, the only row in front of us, right? Reminded me of Willy Wonka. Remember the, I want a daddy. And then they had to roll her out when she became a blueberry. Yeah. Girl, big girl, right? She's right in front of me. She's drinking a soda. It's done. Bro, she's leaning back, banging it. Oh, God. With her hair in my lap, banging the thing. I look over at Jackie. What does she think? There's sand in there? It's empty. She puts it down. She grabs a bowl of popcorn bigger than her. Just and her father's just so excited to have the seats. He's just watching the game. He's like, I don't give a shit if she eats the cushion. I'm watching this fucking game. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. So.
Now,
yeah. When
you went up to the box, did you bring Jackie and Sadie?
Oh, yeah. We all went up there. It was great.
Okay, here's my I want to know if you have this fear. When you had great seats like that, and say you leave, the whole group gets up and leaves, right?
Yeah.
I have a fear that someone is going, oh, they must be going home. Those seats are now available, right? I don't like leaving unattended seats at a sporting event and or play due to the fact that they might be stolen by the time I get back. Any thought on that?
Well, it's funny you say that because the two seats next to us, two guys, when we came back, they were now sitting in them because no one showed up for those seats, right? So I don't mind because I got my tickets, but I'm just blown away because eventually 5 dudes did show up. They were a pit crew for Indianapolis, and the owner of their racing team is part owner of the Indians or something. So they showed up late, but they had those seats. I can't believe the people that do that aren't so embarrassed when they have to do the get up. It's so embarrassing. I would rather have to stand there naked for the whole stadium to see me for 2 seconds than to have to do that slow get up and walk out and then they chat to each other. They try and pretend it's no big deal. Like, what do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? The whole fucking stadium is looking at you two losers.
Is this the type of seats where you got to be like check? Sometimes when you reach a certain point in a stadium, they go, whoa, like, where's your tickets to get through here?
To get into that area.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're in the upper deck, you can literally walk up and down the rows. They don't give a shit, right?
No, absolutely. Free reign out there. Yeah. We definitely approached the area where I was gate 148 or something like that, and I got into like gate 150, and he's like, whoa, we're going to need to see the tickets to go to any further sections. And I'm like, nah, you're talking a language I can understand. Let's weed out the riffraff, huh, fella?
Apparently the riffraff was right in front of you.
Well, I think what happens in baseball, and it's almost like a tradition seemingly, I see it in a lot of stadiums, usually like by the 7th or 8th inning, especially if it's a blowout, they get a lot more lackadaisical about letting people slide down because people leave early, but I noticed that. So, and they might have already been in a section just trying to get a little closer, but it's, you do see it. I don't mind showing my tickets going, get up, move it on out.
Yep.
So that was great. It was great, man. And I guarantee you, he will hook you up too. If you ever are in New York and you want to take your boy to a game, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. He said, could you get there early? I might be able to set up some extra surprises. I'm like, of course. And this is an away game. This isn't even home, right? Then it rained out the night before, so it ended up being a double header. So they were playing earlier in the day before our game. So he texts me and he says, unfortunately, they're not doing batting practice before your game because it's a doubleheader. I go, hey, no problem. It was unbelievable anyway. But I can't help thinking, was I going to take batting practice with the Yankees? Right now, Tony's listening to this going, no, but you can think that. That's fantastic.
Now, did you stay the whole game?
No, we stayed till Aaron Judge's mathematically last at bat because the Yanks are up by 5. Got the kid. She was pooped, and we had a 2.5 hour drive. But we stayed till top of the ninth. Freaking awesome.
Oh, wow. So you pretty much stayed the whole game.
Yeah, I was surprised. Sadie was into it the whole time. But, when you can hear the pop of the glove, you'd be amazed how long your kid's into it.
Oh, that's great, man. That is great. Good stuff.
So what's up, man? We're gonna get into that video you sent me that you says for the cast?
Yeah, so yeah, we'll get into that. I just wanted to know if I had anything else before I hopped into that. So we went to this party. A friend of ours had a Architectural Digest. She was on the cover of the magazine, her house. Awesome. So she had a party for it. And I went to the party.
That's a great side question.
We had a surprise. They said there's going to be a surprise at the party. So the surprise was synchronized swimmers. About 5 of them come out with umbrellas and whatnot. I'll post this to the Patreon page, by the way, so you guys can see what the hell we're talking about. And they start doing synchronized swimming. Now, I want to get your take on this, but they did 2 songs. Me personally, after a minute, I'm like, wrap it up. I mean, like it was like a 6-minute routine, and but like, how much could you do in the water, like, before it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah.
They did this and they did the up and they did the handstand. You got to come up with like shooting out of the something to continue this thing, right?
There is, I will agree, there is a lack of moves. And the big move is we go down with our feet fluttering all the way down, right? But how many times can you see? I do love seeing that, though, man. I love a woman's legs. You got these beautiful legs coming down like that.
Yeah, it's nice. But I'm saying, like, 6-7 minutes of that, it's like, all right. Now, and here's go ahead.
What if it was like you went and there was like not a famous, but a professional couple that were going to do like the cha-cha, some famous dance for 6 minutes? Is that too long for that as well?
I just think you're in the water. There's only so much, like when they do it in the Olympics, they got like a camera above where they, if they're all like doing the thing, you could see it above. But if you're like there's not much that you could, right? So
yeah,
or an underwater camera or something. But when you're just looking at arms and legs and it's just like, okay. But here
you're making a good point, man. Unless you put some sort of a platform catwalk where we can go above with our cocktail and look down, then we'd be singing a different tune here. Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at one of them, and I don't know if you noticed this in the video I sent you, but one of them's got like a nose plug on her nose, right? It's like it's like a clip. Now, I don't know what that's for. I don't know if she gets water in her nose.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? But my question to you is, if you got to wear that to do this, aren't you in the wrong business? Like,
Yeah.
all the other girls don't have it, right?
Yeah.
And she has it. So it aesthetically, it takes me out of the whole thing because now I'm honed in on this one with the clip on her nose, right?
Right. You're like, are you the captain? Why are you? It's not synchronized. Now there's something ruining that moment of wow, ooh, right?
Yeah, like they're all supposed to be doing the same thing, but one looks out of place, right? It's like a highlight magazine. What don't fit in this picture? This woman. Now, not taking anything away from her talent, but for me as a viewer, I'm honed in on the clip, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there thinking, I go, and I go as far as going, what do the other girls think when she shows up? You know, let's say it's just 5 girls, right. And they add this girl to the team, and she comes in with the clip. To the other girl goes, oh god, she got it.
I would have to think there has to be a little of that. I wouldn't even think. I would think there would even be a little. Kathy, I wanted to wear a clip, and I purposely didn't, and learned to blow out on the flips, so it wouldn't go up my nose. I don't see why now we're making an exception for Nancy. This is bullshit. I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. It's and then it's a slippery slope as the coach. Listen, I'll go so far as this is on me, not on you, but synchronized swimming, because I used to watch it as a kid at Byron Lake. They had these women that would do it. I had a crush on the lifeguard, but you even got to be pretty or you get cut. That's one of those few sports, like, you can't even be unattractive and be on my synchronized swimming team.
No, I mean, that's come on. Well, nowadays, who knows what the fuck, like.
Oh, God, no. The fucking guy named Jerry with a heart on doing the fucking thing with everyone. Oh, shit. You'd be lucky if they're all women, just one wearing a nose plug. Jerry don't shave either. You just see all that fucking hair flapping.
Jerry, what a hard on. Oh, shit. So, we saw that, and we had a conversation with the guy I know there. A guy was a personal trainer, and this is the question I asked him, because my shoelace was untied.
Yeah.
And I went to go tie it, and I popped up after I tied it, and I go, do you tie your shoes the same way you did when you were a kid? Right? And he looked at me and goes, that's a phenomenal question.
I love it. I love it.
Now, do you tie your shoes the same way you were taught as a child? Or have you changed it up now that you're, older? Maybe you got 20s, 30s, or 40s. Same thing?
No, because I always learn the best method right out of the gate, So, no, like right now, Sadie makes 2 loops and ties them together, and I'm looking at her going, within 5 years, you'll give up that kindergarten tie.
Okay, so what do? Do you straighten them out and then put one and then tie it
and then wrap it around, boom,
and then take a bunny ear, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
Okay. Well, some people do it like Sadie with the 2 loops, tie, and my shoelaces always become untied. Now, I don't know if it's because my foot is so damn wide that it can't even hold a tie, or I'm doing it wrong, and there's another way to do it.
Well,
like, do you tighten up the rest of the shoelaces below the tie? You know what I'm saying? Do you like?
Yeah. I give them not too tight, but I give them a little snugness. But then when I tie my shoe, sometimes I'll take a step or two, and I'm like, too tight. Everything's got to be loosened a little. But and then after I tie them, I don't like dangling laces. I find that to be, it bothers me. So then I make the loop as big as I can, and I tuck it inside my sneaker, underneath my foot to my left and my right.
Actually, that's a great move, and this is a little tidbit that I was going to mention to the cast listeners. It's not a good look, especially if you're wearing kind of like a dress sneaker, whether it be high top or low top, to have what I call fettuccine strings hanging outside your pant, right? Like that. It don't look right. So what I do is I don't even go with the tie on some of that. I take the laces and I just stuff them in the shoe, and it's clean. The look is clean, man.
But is it make your sneaker loose as you walk because you got nothing holding it snug at all?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm working out, I'm gonna tie them up. But if I'm going out to dinner and the sneakers are a little loose, you know.
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
I could deal with that. It's not they're gonna fly off.
Yeah.
But the fettuccine look, it don't look right. It don't.
So when
look
you're walking, I'm sure you've had this happen. You look down and a lace is popped out.
Yeah.
Is that an immediate stop and retuck?
Oh yeah, no, it's an immediate stop. So, and I haven't found the solution to that just yet. But what I have found the solution to, and I highly recommend this is something I've been doing the last two and a half months. You know, you got a dress shirt, right? You tuck it in. You might not have this problem because you got you're a skinny guy. But for those of you men out there that have a little fat around the waist, right? If you wear a dress shirt with a suit, you tuck that thing in. The tendency for that shirt is to come up throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
It starts to creep up, and then you start to see the wrinkle where you tucked it in. You know what I'm saying? So you get that. Okay. You know what I had done?
What?
I had 2 loops sewed to the bottom of the shirt. So when I get my shirt on, I gotta put my leg through these hoops, right?
Holy shit! This is insane. You saddle up into your shirt?
I saddle into the shirt, right?
Like a climbing harness. Holy shit! Fucking guy, you get dressed like you're going up Everest just to go to a business meeting. Oh my God. Did you invent this, bro?
I was talking to a stylist, and he said, "Oh yeah." He goes, I got a tailor that will do that to every button-up shirt that you have. So when you get in, so when I got the shirt on, I got a fucking harness around the legs, right?
Beautiful, yeah.
And then I put the pants on, bro. It's unbelievable. I'll put my hands up like that. Nothing. Nothing comes out.
And then you still no problem when you go to the bathroom. You just unzip. That's no issue. Bro, you're not answering my question. Did you invent this, man?
No. A lot of dancers wear it. Like a lot of people who are doing a dance and have to move around and stuff so the shit don't fly out.
Why aren't shirts coming with this?
That's what I was saying. I was telling the guy, I go, this is should be standard, like buttons.
Yeah.
It should be a harness on the shirt.
This is up there with the Chipotle card. My mind has been blown twice now today. I'm loving this move, bro. Can you imagine being at a wedding with this thing going on? I could move and shake all over.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, they used to do this, and it used to be done in a different way. I don't know if you remember pictures of 1940s, 50s, what have you. Guy used to have his shirt clipped to his socks. Remember this?
No, vaguely, yeah. There would be like, it would run down like almost like baseball socks, right?
Yeah, like it's like a strap. Like you would connect your shirt to your socks so you would get that same effect. But this harness thing, my God, bro, it's a life changer. When you sit down to eat dinner and get up to go to the bathroom, fucking clean.
Oh God, and that makes more sense. All the way down to the legs, I feel like it'll be like walking on stilts almost.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm blown away by that. I don't know what else to say, man. I got to. I mean, I'm gonna get that done with. Man, that's a great idea. I wonder if there's a way to get it that like. You got straps that you can put on every shirt. So I have one pair of harness straps, but they clip to any shirt, you know, all clipping, yeah. I'm loving this, man.
Oh,
Bro, by the way, when you mentioned the synchronized swimming and I saw that video, for a second I thought it was your pool, but then I realized you were at a party and stuff, and I realized, like, you know, there's always like everyone's trying to get different kind of cool entertainment for their parties. And I was thinking about your double party next year at your house for you and Lana.
Yeah.
And I got an idea. I think that could blow everybody away. And I got to tell it to you now because I think it might take some time to get going.
All right, what is it?
Your party. Yeah.
What Pete is referring to is I'm turning 50 next year. Lana's turning 40, and we want to do a big party to celebrate the two birthdays. So go ahead.
Sinatra concert hologram. Lights go down. Everyone's in their chairs. Blue light comes down on the stage, and all of a sudden Sinatra with the top hat, full hologram, full concert. But the party continues, but he's playing, and you could go up, put your hand through it, and be like, "Wow, you're not into this guy."
I don't know.
Oh man, damn! I thought that was good.
I mean, it's good. I just don't know how long. Again, that's like synchronized swimming, right? After one song, you're like, all right, we saw it. You know, how long is he going to be up there? Where do people start going, how many more songs does this guy got left?
We can't talk over him. He's been dead for 40 years. Speaking of, before I forget, I need your opinion. Me and Jackie were thinking of you so much because you are this kind of party guy. And let me walk you through the story. I don't want to make it too long, but Sadie went to a birthday party a couple weeks ago. When Jackie picked her up, Jackie goes, "You should have seen this backyard. What a cool house. You know, it's set back, and they have this big backyard, and they had a giant slip and slide where the guy had this giant, huge tarp, and he was hosing it down. The kids were jumping everywhere. He had a trampoline that shoots out water, and everyone was getting water on them. And a couple of other games. I can't remember what they were off the top of my head. But Jackie says, I'm leaving the party, saying thank you very much and stuff. And he says, the guy who said very nicely tells Jackie, yeah, we have the same kind of party for adults where we do all the stuff the kids are doing here. And this is the date it's going to be. And I'd like to invite you and your husband. This is what he said to her. I think you guys would be a good addition to the party. Right? And she came home and I said, see, now this is like Sebastian talk. It's not about me enjoying the party. It's about me making the party, being a good addition to it. Like the party's more important than the individual, right? So then I ran into this guy at soccer, and I ran into my wife, real nice guy, super nice, and he says the same thing to me. Yeah, I told your wife about the party. I really think you two would be a great addition. So Jackie's like, oh, we should try and maybe go and stuff. And I go, I'm not doing slip and slide, and I'm not doing trampoline. I'm not doing that stuff, Jack. And she goes, we don't have to do it. And she goes, I'm not doing it either, but I want to watch. I go, that doesn't make you a good addition. You can't go and watch. You either do it or don't go. What's your take, bro?
Do you think at all that they were suggesting that you being a fun couple would add flavor and personality to the party, not necessarily participating in the activity, right? Because I feel like I don't need to participate in the trampoline of it all because I excel in other areas of the party, right?
All right.
Conversation, what have you. And I don't blame you for not wanting to participate in the kiddie-like party of it all. And you're not that couple. I mean, Lana, I would see, yeah, it's gonna be trampoline, and then next thing you know, I'm jumping on the fucking thing, right?
She keeps you young, dude.
Keeps me young. But, yeah, and, like, it suggests that they had a meeting amongst themselves and were talking about you, and they came up with this, you'd be a good addition to verbiage, right? Which...
Well, this is interesting to that because when Jackie picked him up, the guy made a point of saying, your daughter is so polite. She said, thank you so many times, blah, blah, blah. So I said to Jackie, are we getting invited to their party based on Sadie's participation based on my daughter's behavior? Like they looked at her and go, oh, she's this fun. Apple can't fall far from the tree.
Well, that's where my head went. That's like the ultimate compliment when they don't even really know you that well, and they're doing the invite based on the unbelievable manners of your daughter. I mean, that's like...
But I don't... Listen, my daughter's like a Girl Scout. I don't want them to think, I'm going to show up. Not only am I not going to do your trampoline, I'm going to be blowing weed 3 feet away from it. Is that going to be a problem?
Might throw this family for a loop when you come when you come in high off your ass, and they're like, "Gee, this guy's fucking crazy."
You were church going, right? I'm like, hey, I go to church, but as soon as I get out, I smoke weed. So I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know, but I just found that interesting, that verbiage, because that's something you talk about, like people get invited based on how they would make the party better.
Yeah, it's funny how people put things. I had something happen to me lately, and I want to get your take on as far as how people say things. And I was getting a massage from this. I don't even want to call it a massage because people who do massage, I don't want to categorize this woman in the same breath because it would be doing a disservice. It's almost like we generally talk about these comedians who call themselves a comedian but should be like a circus act, and they give comedians a bad name. Yeah. Well, this one does. I'd call it intentional body work. It's extremely focused. And it's unbelievable. So we were talking, and I end up talking about some of my not issues, but like coming from a middle class family, and then now living a different lifestyle, and trying to keep my kids grounded. By the way, I posted something online. I don't know if you saw it. I got Serafina doing chores. Right?
I saw the water one we talked about last cast.
The water one.
Doing the dishes.
Okay, so we went to go buy the candy because I gave her $10 to go buy the candy. Right?
Nice. Yeah.
And she's picking up all this candy. I go, whoa. You might not have enough money to get all you want. I go, let's weigh this out first. So we weighed it, $9.47. I go, you're kind of tapped out on the $10. And I held up the candy. I go, look at all the work you did, right? You work hard, right? Yeah. I go, and this is what you get for the amount of work you did. Now, if you want more, you got to even work double, triple harder to get more candy. So I'm trying to like teach the value of $1. Okay, now I'm kind of explaining this story to the masseuse and what have you, and at the end of the story, she goes, "Thank you for sharing that with me." Bro, I'm gonna start using that.
I know.
Like it was one of these things where I didn't know her too well. I shared something maybe that I would have shared with someone I knew longer, but it just so happened to come up in a conversation on the massage table, and I'm in the hole, the donut hole. My head's in the hole, and I hear, "Thank you for sharing that with me." And I even told her, I go, now. Oh, because we're all still talking about comedy. I said, I might take what you just said and throw it in my act and make fun of it. Right?
Right.
Generally speaking, I take things sometimes that I really like, but kind of my alter ego on stage would go, "Thank you for sharing. What the fuck you thought?" And make it somehow humorous.
Right.
Because we were talking about comedy and whatnot. But my God, bro, I'm gonna throw somebody off by saying that one day. If they open up and they tell me something personal, I'm gonna hit them back with, "Thanks for sharing that with me." Now, what's your take?
It's a beautiful phrase. I mean, I've used it in emails, of course. You know.
What do you mean? Use it in emails.
Sometimes fans of the cast, one woman told me about her dad playing with Sinatra, and it was this great story, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm like, oh, man, thanks for sharing that with me.
So you're a step ahead of the game. You're already using this shit.
Bro, it's like it's been out there since 1945. I mean, it's a phrase used. It's not used a lot. You don't hear it a lot, especially verbally. And I think coming from you would be very powerful. Don't walk away from it, guy.
I'm not walking away. I think it's a beautiful thing to say to somebody, and I can't wait to do it to someone. I know. How long? Go ahead.
You tend to, though, at the end, you'd be more inclined to be like, "I wish you wouldn't have shared that story with me." Like it might take quite a few stories before you feel the need to go, "Finally, I can use it."
Yeah.
I'm busting balls.
No, I get it. Listen, along the same lines, and again, this is not only a podcast, but it's a lifestyle show. And I want to know and you brought up emails. And as you well know, I'm not a big texter, and there's not a lot of words coming out of me in response to something. Like, you'll write a beautiful paragraph, and I'll go, "Oh, wow. Nice." Right?
Even the other day we texted, and Watt goes, "Do you guys ever read your texts and proofread them?" And you write back, "Nah, I just hope they can decipher whatever that I'm saying, man."
Yeah.
So funny.
So this is something I want to work on. Not particularly with text, but with email. I'm getting bored with the way I'm writing emails, right? So it's like you put the name. I'm going to just use you as an example. Hey, Pete, want to cast on da-da-da, right? It's short, it's to the point. But I got an email the other day, and I'm going to start incorporating this guy's first paragraph in some of my emails. I want to read it to you.
I love it. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to read it to you. It's going to be off the phone. So,
all right.
When this letter reaches you, I hope you're resting and in the comfort of family and friends. I mean, that's the first sentence, man. It's not even
beautiful. It's beautiful. In the comfort.
Yeah. After such a demanding year for us all, I hope you're celebrating all you have accomplished, that you are taking the opportunity to be with people you love the most this summer, and that you're finding the time to exercise, meditate, and read, and center your own health and well-being. I mean, guy, I didn't even read the rest of the email. I went for a 3-mile jog.
Wow, man.
Now, that's the intro. Now he starts getting into the meat of it, but not even the meat. He goes, for the next 5 days, my family and I are going to be driving from Florida to Los Angeles. During this trip, my wife and I are going to unplug and enjoy the food, sights, sounds, and songs we discover along the way. Most of all, we're going to enjoy one another's company. I planned a trip with the I planned a road trip with the family after reading that. So, bro, I'm adopting this. I cut and paste it. What I'm doing is I'm cutting and pasting into my emails and tailoring it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making it personal. But I love the structure of where this guy's going, man.
Right. Yeah. No, listen, he's got a beautiful intro there. There's no doubt about that. But I think I've come to appreciate your style, to be honest with you. The shortness of it. Like, for example, the other day you sent the text about something, and then at the end, I remember because I was reading it in my backyard, it said, "Hope you're well." And Jackie came back there, and I go, "Oh, what's up with this?" And she goes, "Well," I go, "He hit me with a 'hope you're well.'" Like, because you don't normally, that's not your style, right? So it would be like Seinfeld dropping an F-bomb in his act. It's like powerful, right? And what I like about the briefness of all your interactions is it reminds me that we're in the heart of our lives. And this isn't a time to reflect. We're moving, we're shaking, we're making shows, we're having fun. And the minute you start hitting me with, "I hope you're in the comfort of," oh God, what am I sipping lemonade on the porch with 10 years left? I don't, it's a reflection time. Send me that when I'm in the nursing home, guy.
My mistake. This is not an email that's going out to the people who kind of know my style. This might be going out to people who, don't typically know where I'm coming from when it comes to an email. I'm not sending this to my mother or you or Lana. I'll send it to maybe a new family that we met, just to give them a little like, oh, wow, this guy's got, it takes the time out to like curate an email and make it personal rather than subject heading none.
I like.
I just started, I'd say about 5 years ago, putting in a good morning or a good afternoon. Sometimes I just go right into what the hell I want to say. Not even a name. Just like I'll send an email going, "Do you got that piece of paper I was telling you about?" It's like right in, bro.
Right in. You've got it down with the one word to me sometimes. Cast? Question mark. I know, I hear you. Well, all right, adopt it, man. I love the way you're always changing, man. It was a time in season 5 of the show where you were showering every day. Then you were swimming. Now you're changing your intro to your emails. You're always improving yourself, guys.
Trying, man. I'm trying to build on what I got over here. Now, before I get into anything else, you got anything else on the slate over there?
No, man, I'm good. I'm just following. I'm just having fun here.
I don't know if I want to get into this or not. I just thought I'd mention it. Obviously, what happened in Chicago over the weekend in Highland Park with this shooter with the parade hit home just because it's it's 20 minutes away where I grew up, right? Now, my question to you is, I don't know if you saw the picture of this guy.
Yeah.
You see it? Yeah?
Yeah.
And then online, he's doing shit about killing people and whatever. He's got a little animated figure with a gun and whatnot on social media or what have you. Now, my question to you is, social media flags a lot of stuff, right? Like, you put something up there that they don't like or goes against their policy, they shut it down, right?
They gave my fake Twitter account a timeout a few times.
Right?
Yeah.
My question to you is, when this guy puts up this type of manifesto or this or whatever the fuck he's doing on YouTube, are they flagging him? Or are they flagging you because you said something that might be out of bounds with their views?
Yeah,
What you take?
It seems odd, right? That like I don't, you go on Twitter and someone says go like even what we were saying on the last cast when we're like water, I use water, what's with global warming? You could go on Twitter and say global warming's bullshit, boom, you're off, guy, you're off, right?
Yeah.
But apparently you can go on there and go I mean, shouldn't the minute someone puts kill, like red sirens are going off at fucking Google, right?
All right.
And before it can even get to the machine, it's spitting out an address. You know what I mean? With directions, with fucking directions attached.
That's it.
Right? Yeah.
That's it. I'm sorry. It's like, and then it's like, when you're out somewhere, and we all do this, and don't, and if you don't, you got to get your head screwed on straight. What happened to someone looking suspicious, right? So, if you're out at a restaurant and you see someone and they don't look, like their behavior, their look, their actions are considered suspicious, shouldn't that apply to online as well? Like, if you're doing suspicious behavior, like if a guy at the airport's walking around and he's naked,
right, yeah,
you say something, no? And he gets.
You're only suspicious if you. I don't want to get into it, but it's a tricky thing, you know what I mean? Like, there could be a Muslim guy lighting a match on my Delta flight, and if I say, this guy's lighting a match, they're going to go, oh, here we go, you got a problem with Muslims? He's lighting a match. I don't care if he was, as white as the snow. I mean, he's lighting a match, so, and I'm just using that as an example, but it's a slippery slope. I hear you, bro, but come on, I walk through the mall. You're in Birkenstock shoes with 30 feet. You're suspicious to me. You know what I'm saying?
Just in general. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like
right. You've done criminal activity in your life, and you're probably going to do more. It's like, I mean, the Earth would be empty. The United States would be empty if I was in charge, bro. Bro, you would do 5 years for littering if I was in charge. 5 years. Non-negotiable. I'm telling you, man. The guy, that North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, would be going, oh, this guy is fucking harsh. I mean, I'm over. I'm kidding. But I was walking Sadie in New York City, all right? Yeah. And we're all walking the sidewalk. And at one point, bro, while she's talking, I go, what's that? And I put my arm around her, and I kind of just slide her over here, like, oh, step over here. And then there was a weird dude, right? It was a crazy white guy with a beard, and he was and she looked over and saw him, and then she goes, "Dad, did you slide over to make me move over because you don't want me near him?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah. I didn't want her to know I was doing that, but I was doing that." And it's like, you got to constantly do that in life. But this guy's on a roof. I mean, what am I going to do? I got to bring binoculars to the fucking parade and have family members do a scope of the roofs? This is insane how we're living.
Before he gets to the roof. That's where I'm saying. That guy online, it looks weird. All right? So let's start watching where he's going, what he's doing, if you start posting this shit and you look weird, what happened to looking weird?
That's it, bro. That is. You just cut it down. You peeled the apple, baby.
That's it, man. I mean, Jesus.
At some level, we're all FBI profilers, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That dude, I saw one picture of this dude, and I'm like, this dude is in La La Land.
As the parent, you got to go up into the room and go, what the fuck are you doing up here? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I did a joke on this once before that it starts at the house. If your fucking son is wearing a black cloak,
yeah.
Let's have a discussion. What's going on with you?
If he's passing you the salt and he's got black fingernail polish on, it's time for a conversation, right? Goth ain't a thing. Goth is the waiting room to crazy. That's what goth is. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shit is. So enough with the fucking goth too. I'm done with this thing. Oh yeah. What are you picnic in a cemetery, guy? What the fuck are you wearing right now? So, bro, to your point, I think you're onto something. Next time this happens, parents go to jail. They pull the trigger. That's it. You're responsible for your own spawn or whatever. Yeah.
That's it. The whole fucking family. The brothers, the sisters. I even go as far as the aunts and the uncles. Get them all in prison. You're done. You didn't see this coming? You didn't see this coming.
Next time this happens, we do a DNA on everyone in that kid's life, and if your DNA matches, you're going to jail too. That's it. No, but I agree. Even if he's 30 years old, it's the family's responsibility to police each other, right?
That's it.
Or what about this? Whoever texted back and forth with this dude the most in his life, you're under arrest. You
That's
texted
it.
back and forth. You knew. Look at that. You even said in one text, "You're crazy, dude." You said it in your text. You're going to jail now, too.
I don't know what to do because I'm sitting here looking around going, is the United States completely falling apart at the seams? Right? And if it is, I was telling somebody, if a company doesn't produce revenue, profits, whatnot, the CEO and the CFO are let go and there's somebody put in their place, right? If a sports team goes 1-14, they take the coaching staff, they wipe it clean, they put a new staff in to see if they could. We do that every 4 years. It's got to be quarterly, bro. It's got to be every 3 months we're looking at this shit.
Yeah, well, until we got someone in there I love, then I'll be like, it should be every 8 years. What is this? 4 years? It's too long. Yeah, it's too short. No,
it's got to be some accountability here because it's going to a point where it's like nobody's doing nothing. There's so many things going on right now that there's being untouched. There's crime running rampant in cities. No one's doing anything. There is inflation, gas prices. Mass shootings, and
drugs coming over the border like nuts.
Yeah, so it's like there's an epidemic of people using, prescription medication. It just seems like nobody's saying, "All right, listen up. It's got out of control. Here's the plan." It's just like, okay, another shooting. We'll go. I mean, it's like you don't even want to leave the house anymore. You go shopping, you might get mugged. You go to a parade, you might get shot. You go to school, you might. Where is the leadership? Or I'm not even talking. I'm talking even at a local level.
Oh my God! Then people on the 4th of July tweeting bad mouthing America, bad mouthing the country. I'm dangling flags left and right. And they're putting out tweets, and all these people that fought for this country. And here's the deal: on the morning of the 4th of July, I took my bicycle, right, Long story short, I shot off a rocket with Sadie the day before, one of these model rockets, and the chute never opened, and I think it landed in this vineyard, and I wanted to go find my damn rocket. So I'm on my bike, and I'm doing a light bike through a vineyard, just looking for my rocket. Sun, it's beautiful. And I go home to Jackie, and I'm like, God, man, everything's crazy in this country right now. And she's like, yeah, you had a nice time on your bike this morning. Just enjoy life. But and I'm glad she lives that way, but what she doesn't understand is I feel like right now we're a sinking ship, and the hull that got hit is like Chicago, New York City, LA, and I'm still in a dry room where the water didn't get in there yet, and I'm like reading a nice book, pretending this fucking boat isn't already halfway underwater because it hasn't reached my little town yet on that level. But so you can't ignore it though, right? I mean, I put on the news every day to see what did this guy do now?
Yeah. What are you going to do?
That's an edit. I'm taking that. I took that one too far. I'm serious.
Take it out.
Yeah, we need someone to unite us, dude. This is, it's what time?
It's what time?
It's time, yeah.
It is, man. I don't know. I'm just fed up, man. It's sad. It really is sad to see what's going on.
Crazy.
But
that's why we provide laughs, bro. That's what we do.
That's right. You gotta laugh your way through it, because if you're not laughing, you're gonna go crazy. Again, thanks everybody out there. Pete and Sebastian show hitting on all cylinders here. Again, we got the Patreon. To talk about the Patreon, we got some people. This is it for it's fucking $5, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what people. We give them an extra episode. We put some behind the scenes stuff up there. We take questions. We answer. I don't know. Like there's a woman. I get your name too, and I'm gonna call you out on the next cast. You sent a message that burned my fucking nipples. Something about. Something that burned me the wrong way on, like, she wasn't getting her money's worth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of these that loves to complain. I think people join stuff just to complain that they're not getting what they thought they were going to get. You know what I'm saying? We made it clear. One episode, few photos, and we'll take some questions. What do you want? If you don't like it, get the fuck off it.
And listen, we are trying to put a little different spin on the new episodes, like we did the China segment. You read all those emails, and I will say this: what you there? What we could do is, like, we could have just have one free episode, and then made 5 of them on Patreon for $5 each. But we wanted to, we realized not everyone's going to get it, and everyone is on a tight budget, so we wanted to give you a lot of shows too. But we thought we'd pick up a tiny bit of a budget for doing this for 10 years and do one more on Patreon. So, that's all our thinking was there, It's a show. What do you want, 2? You want 2 shitty ones or 1 good one?
Yeah, I mean, this podcast, we can't do this every day, right? It's just the quality would go down. Right?
And we're doing all the stuff there's not even the time, really, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of stuff that we're leaving off the table that we don't even talk about, that doesn't even make the podcast, because those topics might not give you the juice it gives us that makes it. I mean, there's other stuff. I got stuff. I got topics that we don't even get to because they might not be as good.
Right. You make a great point. We laugh pretty damn hard almost every week. And it's because, like you said, we saved it for one good show with fun stuff that we thought would be fun to talk about. And yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I got a couple here too. We got shark attacks. Never got to it. You know why? Because every cast talks about fucking sharks. I'm right there. Wait. $5.
Oh, God. $5. It's cheap. It's the price of a beer. Come on.
That's it.
All right.
You're right.
We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to the cast.
Great hanging, brother. Later. All right, quick plug. I am coming to the Syracuse Funny Bone in a couple of weeks. I'm also coming to the Raleigh Improv in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Soul Joe's in Royersford, PA, all this summer. Go to pcorreale.com for those dates. And then there's going to be some theaters coming down the line up until Christmas. So check it out at pcorreale.com. Thanks for listening to the cast. And those of you that got Patreon, man, we really do appreciate you doing that too. All right. Later.